Yes, this is Angie, and I'm doing it. I'm doing story time. Yes, the title is true. I was friends with someone for over a quarter of a century until that friendship ended. It should have ended a long time ago, and I can only blame myself and my despair and my just not knowing. But I thank God for the experiences that I've been through because I've made it through it and it made me stronger. Okay, to get to the story. When I was 17 years old, I drank a lot. As in, every single morning, I got up and drank a bottle of Smirnoff vodka. It cost $2.39. I remember the price because I bought a bottle almost every day. Sometimes I find it for $2.38, $2.19. But I bought a bottle of Smirnoff vodka because it fit perfectly in my back pocket. So, or in my purse, or in my, I could carry it around so easy and no one knew I had it. Um, so that was my drink of choice. I drank it all the time. People didn't know if I was drinking because it looked like water in a glass, but I was always drinking my vodka early in the morning. I stayed drunk most of the time. I would go around my friends drunk. When I go to a party, I would drink everything on the table, chase it down with beer, and be the life of the party. At least so I thought, but I was the laughing stock of the party. Um, to make a long story short, I was friends with a group of girls. We hung out, typical teenage stuff. And also, I had another group of friends, two guys who had this really rad car. I mean, really cool car. And we would go out late at night. They would come pick me up. We would stay out all night. I would drive their car. Now, at night, when I sober up, I wasn't drinking. I didn't drink around them. I didn't stay drunk around them because I knew they needed me to drive their car for them. Although at that time, I still didn't have a driver's license, but I still drove their car. Or I just rode around with them to make sure they stayed safe. And I hung out with them because one of them had a crush on me, but he never pushed the issue. But we were like really, really good friends. And I would go with them. They would go skinny dipping. It would be so funny. They would just do so many crazy things at night. I rode with them one day. They even slapped some girl in the behind on her bike. I thought it was funny. But, they would just do crazy, young people things, and we would just have a great time. Um, and so they came and got me one day, and we went into their room and sat down. I mean, we went into one of my friend's room. The other guy, he didn't live there, but all three of us were in the room together, and they just brought a chair in and said, "Sit down." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm sitting. What's wrong?" So we really have something to tell you. And one of them got teary eyed. I'm like, "What? What happened?" And they're like, "We don't even know how to tell you this." And they threw some money on the bed. I'm like, what is that money for? And they was like, "Your friends paid us to take you to the projects and rape you." I didn't know what to do. I don't remember if I cried. I don't even think I cried. I've been crying so much in my life. I've been in so much pain. When something like that happened, I was numb. I was just numb to pain. And I was like, "Okay, which one?" And they wouldn't tell me which one did it. And so they told me I could take the money. And I was like, "I don't want that money." And they was like, "We don't want it either." And so we're going to just throw it away. We don't want that money. And those aren't your friends. You need to stop hanging around them. And I said, "I'm going to find out. I'll get to the bottom of it. And me being an idiot and not really understanding that people could be that evil because I had been around so many people that treated me wrong. I didn't know. I didn't even understand that I was being treated wrong and how wrong it was for them to pay someone to take me to the projects and rape me and leave me there. So I went to my best friend and I confronted her with it, and I was like, they said you guys paid them to take me to the projects and rape me. Oh, girl, no, that was my sister. She named her sister and said that was her. Don't tell her I told you, but that was her. And so that's not your friend. I'm your friend. And I believed her. I believed her for over 25 years. She spent every Thanksgiving at my house. I took her to doctor appointments when she was sick. I just did everything possible that a friend could do for a person. I spent her birthdays with her. I've always bought her a gift every Christmas, every birthday. Funny, she never bought me anything. Not even a hamburger. It's really stupid when you think about it, but I don't regret being a good friend. Never ever regret being a good friend. I was a good friend. The day that I found out that she was the one that paid them, I was with her when she was sick because no one wanted to pick her up from the hospital or let them stay with her when she was sick. And the hospital called me to pick her up, and they had put my name down as the person to keep her. And that's what I went to do. But her sister decided to go ahead and let her live with her. While she was sick, they said she was going to pass away and that she wasn't going to live. She's still alive. She's not going anywhere. So I would go over there and take care of her. I was over there most every other day, to see her or, to help take care of her. And so to make a long story short, I was cordial to everyone there, though I wasn't as close to everyone like I used to be. Not just because of that, but a lot of things she had told me through the years about her family, hating me, not wanting to talk to me, talking about me, telling them that I'm stupid because I'm too smart. Smart people are ignorant, and just I'm not invited to any parties. All of that was a lie. She had been lying to me for years, and I've been listening to it. So one day I was just, I forgot what I was doing for her, but I was doing something for her when she was asleep, and I turned around and I saw a picture on her sister's mirror, and it said, "To my Aunt Angie." And it was a baby picture of her sister's son. And it was dated 20 years to that date. Because he was 20 years old. And I was like, oh my God. 20 years ago? She was giving me a picture? And I'm thinking she hated me. I'm thinking, this is the person who set me up to get raped. And she's not my friend, and it was just so much. It hit me that it was all a lie. I just burst out into tears and started to cry, and I looked down at her and I asked her. She was laying in the bed, and I was like, "You see this picture? My name's on the back of it." And she lied again. She said, "I don't think that was for you. That was for another Angie." I'm like, what other Angie is there other than me? And she couldn't answer it. And I went to her sister and I asked her, "Why would you give me a picture and you didn't want to have anything to do with me?" I never said I didn't want to have anything to do with you. And we just started opening up, and I started asking her about everything. And I'm like, thinking all these terrible things all these years, and none of it was true. And I asked her about who paid them to rape me in the projects. She said, "My sister, not me. I didn't have no money to do that. I had children. Why would I spend money to get you raped? Why would I do that?" And she had convinced me all through these years, tortured me, told me how they talk about me and how they disrespect me and how I'm not invited to any parties and how they don't want me in the house. And all those years, I listened to this girl. That's how our friendship ended. And it hurt. It really hurt to the point where I cried so hard I couldn't breathe. And I'm going to tell you what I learned from that. It wasn't just her paying for me to get raped that stopped our friendship, but all those years of just lying to me. And her mother explained it to me that she wanted you to be her friend and no one else's friend. And you got to understand that. No, I don't want to understand that. I don't want to be friends with someone like her. Not anymore. It hurt, but my life has been so much better. I don't have to hear all these terrible negative stories every time I see her. I don't have to hear how terrible person I am to them, and they don't want to have anything to do with me, and because I'm this and I'm strange and I'm weird, and I didn't have to hear those stories anymore. I don't have to hear those stories anymore. She's gone out of my life. And what I learned from that is that, first of all, I know that there's a higher person in me, and it's not human. People on this earth, it's God. And God made me in his image. And his image is perfect. His image is great. His image is wonderful. So why was I degrading myself by being around a person who was so negative, so hateful, so mean, because I did not value me? And it took that, after all of those years and the many other stories I have to tell you about the other friends, for me to understand that I wasn't loving me. And it took that to make me realize all these years of lies that I believed weren't true. And that I was a valuable person. And that I meant something to me and to God. And that man didn't matter. As long as I did what I had to do to make myself happy and not destroy anyone else's happiness doing it, I was going to be okay. It was a really hard journey. I did a lot of praying, and I'm still praying. I did a lot of soul searching, and I realized that now I have more time for me. More time to do the things that I wasn't able to do because I was so busy catering to everyone else. And I don't have to do that now. I choose to who I want to do that for. I choose to not do things that I don't want to do when I don't want to do them. Or do them when I want to do them, other than having to work. Other than that, I have a bigger choice now. And I learned to love me. I learned that since all of those lies weren't true, and that I am an okay person, I can be smart if I want to. I can not learn something if I want to. And I'm okay not to be perfect. I'm okay not to be okay. It's okay. So, don't cater to people around you. Don't cater to people on the internet. Don't cater to people on your Twitter account. Don't cater to people in your life, not even your family, if they're hurting you. You do not deserve pain. You don't have to have it. There's so much this world has to offer that is without pain, that you can walk away from now. Back in the day, we used to have to go towards stuff in order to fight. We don't have to fight anymore. Just walk away from it. Let evil sit and fester and rot all by itself by loving yourself. That's what I learned, to just really love myself. And this journey, I'm 50 years old, and this journey is yet, to end, yet to conquer everything that I'm learning about me and figuring about me and just enjoying me. So I'm hoping the next 50 years I'll be able to enjoy me. And the only person I'm going to cater to or entity or whatever you are, God. That's the only person that I'm catering to. Thank you for watching my video. Please don't cater to people who aren't catering to you. Not even a thank you. The thank yous mean so much to me. And I don't ever, ever remember her ever telling me thank you. Ever. Please subscribe to my videos so I can keep doing this. Please like my videos and hit the notification bell to see what I'm doing next. Have a wonderful, wonderful